Hello learners. Imagine if Lego bricks could only attach on two sides. Pretty boring, right? But carbon is the superstar Lego brick of chemistry. It comes with 4 hands ready to bond. Carbon has 6 electrons in total. 2 are safely in the first shell and 4 sit in the outer shell. To complete its octet, carbon shares these 4 electrons, forming 4 covalent bonds. That is what we call tetravalence. Because of this, carbon can bond not only with hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and halogens, but also with itself. This property of self-linking is called catenation. And because of tetravalence and catenation together, we have methane in our LPG cylinder, glucose in our food, and even DNA in our cells. That's the real reason organic chemistry is a whole separate universe. Now, let's dive into how shapes are formed. In methane, written as CH4, carbon mixes one s orbital and 3 p orbitals to form 4 identical sp3 hybrid orbitals. These arrange at an angle of 109.5 degrees, giving a tetrahedral geometry. In ethene, written as C2H4, each carbon uses sp2 hybridization, which is 1s plus 2p orbitals. This makes a flat trigonal planar structure with bond angles of 120 degrees. In ethine, written as C2H2, each carbon mixes 1s and 1p orbital, giving sp hybridization with a linear geometry of 180 degrees. Remember, the more s character in the hybrid orbital, the closer the electrons sit to the nucleus, making bonds shorter and stronger. That's why triple bonds are like tightly stretched guitar strings, while single bonds are looser ropes. Hybridization also explains why bonds differ in strength and length. In a carbon-carbon single bond, written as C-C, the bond length is 154 picometers. In a carbon double bond, written as C double bond C, the length shrinks to 134 picometers. In a carbon triple bond, written as C triple bond C, its shortest, about 120 picometers. That's because sp orbitals have 50% s character, pulling electrons closer to the nucleus. sp2 orbitals have 33% s character, while sp3 orbitals have only 25%. This also makes carbon in triple bonds more electronegative than in double or single bonds. That's why acetylene, or C2H2, burns with an intensely hot blue flame in welding torches. Those sp bonds pack serious strength. Let's talk about pi bonds, the sideways artists of chemistry. A pi bond forms when 2p orbitals on neighboring carbons overlap sideways. Take ethene, C2H4. All the atoms lie in the same plane, but the pi electron cloud sits above and below this plane. Two consequences follow. First, no free rotation is possible around a carbon double bond. That's why alkenes show cis and trans isomerism. It's like a door hinge locked in place. Second, the pi electrons are exposed and loosely held, making them attack points for electrophiles. For example, bromine water gets decolorized by alkenes because the double bond electrons are so eager to react. Always keep this in mind. Sigma bonds are the backbone skeleton, while pi bonds are the hotspots of reactivity. Let's solve one together. Consider the molecule written as HC triple bond CCH equals CH3. Step 1. Every single bond is a sigma bond. Step 2. A double bond counts as 1 sigma plus 1 pi. Step 3. A triple bond counts as 1 sigma plus 2 pi. Now, in this molecule, carbon to carbon sigma bonds are 4. Carbon to hydrogen sigma bonds are 6. That makes a total of 10 sigma bonds. For pi bonds, 1 comes from the double bond and 2 from the triple bond. So we get 3 pi bonds. Final answer, 10 sigma bonds and 3 pi bonds. Simple thumb rule: peel multiple bonds into sigma plus pi layers to avoid confusion in exams. Now, let's test the shortcut for hybridization with 3 molecules. First, formaldehyde, written as H to C double bond O. Here, carbon forms 3 sigma bonds and no lone pairs, giving a steric number of 3. That means sp2 hybridization and a trigonal planar shape. Second, methyl fluoride, written as CH3F, carbon forms 4 sigma bonds, steric number 4, which means sp3 hybridization, tetrahedral geometry. Third, hydrogen cyanide, written as HC triple bond N, carbon here forms 2 sigma bonds, steric number 2, so it is sp hybridized with a linear geometry. So the shortcut works: steric number equals sigma bonds plus lone pairs. 2 means sp, 3 means sp2, 4 means sp3. This method saves huge time in exams like JEE and NEET. So, what's the big picture? Carbon's tetravalence and hybridization make it capable of building chains, rings, and networks. These shapes decide whether a molecule dissolves in water, how high its boiling point is, and even how reactive it will be. Restricted rotation in pi bonds explains CIS trans isomerism, the reason vegetable oils stay liquid while margarine becomes solid. Reactivity also follows hybridization. Alkynes with sp carbons are more reactive and acidic than alkenes with sp2 carbons, which are in turn more reactive than alkanes with sp3 carbons. In short, if you know the shape, you can predict the behavior. That's why hybridization and molecular geometry form the foundation of stereochemistry, pharmaceutical drug design, and the reaction mechanisms you'll study next. To sum it up, carbon is tetravalent, shapes arise from hybridization, bond properties depend on S character, and pi bonds are the sparks of reactivity. Remember this blueprint, and organic chemistry will feel like solving a puzzle, not wandering in a jungle. See you in the next class with more molecular adventures.